Well, I had planned to start my paddle nice and early this morning, but this is what's going on right now out there. So, I'm going to delay it a couple of hours, and on the good side, all this rain just might raise the water level a little bit and make the ride that much more fun this afternoon. Let's see what happens.
Seems like I was just here a week ago, Bradley.
Barely even a launch.
Yeah, this isn't the most friendly place to put out. Folks, this looks like it's going to be a wet day. Doing 13 miles from Reading, where I ended last week, to Birdsboro. And the sky is soupy, and I'm going to get wet. They're calling for thunderstorms, and there was a bunch that came through this morning, so I was hoping the water would be a little higher, and that would make the paddle a little easier. So we'll see. Yeah. All right, folks, so one thing I do know is that this is a shallow section of the river that I'm going to be hitting today. So I'm anticipating, I have the skeg on the bottom, but I'm anticipating that I may take it off at some point to just make it paddling easier, not have to worry so much, and may affect my tracking on the flat water, but I don't think it'll be that bad. Current's moving fair enough that I should go okay and get where we're going. So skeg is on for now, but we'll see what happens as I get into some shallower water. Cool. Now, one other thing I've done this week, which, keep your comments about the shoes to yourselves. These are my my Merrell Hydro Mock water shoes, but I installed this footrest. Inflatables don't have foot pegs, so when you get into faster water, or if you just want to really bust out and paddle, it can be difficult to to really get the leverage that you want. So I just made this out of 1.5 inch PVC with a strap connected to the D-rings, and I have it so that, you know, my legs bend at about, not quite a 45-degree angle, so it's a nice level, and I can really get a little bit of pressure and push back into the seat so that I can paddle a little better. So we'll see how that works out. This is my first time using them. So here's a pretty cool area where there's 3 bridges in a row. So this first bridge in the foreground that I'm going to go under, that's the US 422 bridge. That is the road that I was on for a couple minutes when we came up here this morning. The second one is another segment of the Schuylkill River Trail Bridge. Probably an old converted railroad bridge that's now a walking and biking path. Pretty cool. And then the third one in the distance there, that is an active railroad bridge. So pretty cool section here. I'm just probably southeast of Reading. Probably no longer in the city limits, and especially once I go under 422, Reading will be in my rearview mirror. And I guess I'm just continuing through Berks County, and we'll see what I come across. Actually, fishing was fun. I started fishing right after I got in the water, pretty much, within a couple hundred yards of where I put in, and caught 3 bass on my first 3 consecutive casts on a little crankbait, which was fun. So, got a long way to go, so I don't know how much I'll fish, but that was fun, so I didn't get skunked. We'll see what happens over the next few miles, but I'm gonna have to focus on paddling today, just so I'm not out here for 8 hours. So this little run here, this is called Twin Locks. You can see the remnants there on the left of the old canal locks, but obviously are no longer operational. Don't think I'm going to go through there, although I bet there's some fish back there. It's kind of cool to go right past them and see the structure still existing for them. A lot of debris caught up by the island. Go through the water here. There we go. A couple little ripples for us, a little bit of fun. There we go. There we go. A little bit of fun. Woo! That one came in the boat. That was good. Coming up again on a couple of bridges back to back. This is the Poplar Neck Bridge. And then there's a railroad bridge, another railroad bridge behind it. I'm not making horrible time today. I've been fishing and floating quite a bit. And this bridge is exactly 3 miles since I put in. And it's been about an hour and 5 minutes, so I'm doing all right. Better than last week, but it's still going to be a long day doing 13 at this pace. Here's a nice one. Choke that thing. Oh, buddy, I hope I didn't get your eye. Oh, man. Dude, that is in there. There you go, nice little buddy, little Schuylkill River smallmouth. It's about fish number 8 or 9 for the day. We'll let him go. Now I caught that guy on this little thing. I'll have to send my boy Lance a note. This is called the LD spinner, given to me by Lance Dunham, who was a this is called getting hung up, people. Hung up on your skag. But this lure was given by Lance Dunham. Is that his name? Of LD's Guide Service up on the Susquehanna. I fished with him last year. It's the first time I've used it. Very first cast. So, Lance, did good. I replaced your worm with a little Kitech swim bait, but first cast, hammered that little guy. Folks, I just learned a valuable lesson. After you catch a fish, check your knot. Because that nice little LD lure that I just told you about, very next cast. I cast, it goes flying. So, it's gone. That sucks. That was a good little lure. Cast it one time, caught a fish, and now it's gone. Oh well, figure something out. So that last section was kind of cool. Here's a little dam that I just came up on. Really couldn't see it from that still water on the other side where I was floating. And there's a power plant here. So what this dam does, which is pretty cool, I had to stay all the way to the left. I could have gone over this. Yeah, it would have been kind of hairy and made a bunch of noise, probably get hung up. But back there, I don't know if you can see that yellow railing in the trees, there's an intake for the power plant. So this dam diverts a lot of the water towards that intake. And as a result, it creates a pretty good little flow right through there, right? So it just came through there. You can see that goes from cruising along to moving pretty darn quick. And then there's another outtake here which changes the current again, and that was a good little roller. I enjoyed that. I think I might I got hung up there. I think I might carry the boat back up over. Go hit that thing again. You don't get too many chances to hit water twice, and right after you go through it, it gets kind of slow pretty quickly. So I'm going to do this. Let's see what happens. Okay, folks, let's see what happens here. That's not my greatest moment. Alright, so I'm sure my wife will see this and think I'm an idiot. That worked. What do you think of that? Pulled back up across the dam, and now let's try this a second time. Let's see what we get here. Actually, how about we get a bird's eye view? Let's get a bird's eye view here. I'll watch Bert. Aim for that intake. That intake, cut a hard left, and go down it. All right, here we go. Let's try not to get in the trees. We're going to get in the trees. We don't have much of a choice. There we go. There we go. That's better than last time. All right. That was fun. That was fun. And that takes on water, so I don't have any of the scupper plugs undone because it's mostly a dry paddle. But it's probably getting near lunchtime, so next little island I come to, I'll stop and see what I can do there from a lunch perspective. See ya. Nice quiet section of the river here. And these rocks in the middle of the river. And on the right there's a nice little stone bank that's nice and flat. Perfect to pull up on and beach the sea eagle, eat a little lunch, empty the water out, and take a break. Get the water out of this thing. That was a lot of water in here. lot of water. Time for some lunch. So the nice thing about the Sea Eagle is that you can just take the seat out when you're traveling like this and set up a little riverside viewing for sitting down and taking breaks or eating your lunch or whatever. Normally I pack a nice lunch, but today I didn't. Today I was lazy. I just ran out to Wawa, grabbed a sandwich, some iced tea, bottle of water, and that's about it. And then I got some nice little chocolate treats for later on for snacking and some crackers. Yeah, but folks, this doesn't suck. This is okay. It's been a nice little run on this section of the water, and I got a few hours to go, so it's kind of cool. For now, I'm just going to chill out, relax for a half hour or so, eat some lunch, and then get back at it. All right, we're done lunch. Back on the river. Got a different perspective here. For the first time I'm using the chest strap for the GoPro. Let's see how that works. Got a feeling it's a lot of motion. We'll see. You couldn't resist it, could you, dude? All right, buddy, let's get you off here. Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good. Ah. Couldn't resist it, could you? No, 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 no. There you go. Trying to get you out here, bud. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so I'm at 69.5. So the next V, I want to stay way left at the next V. Big one here. This guy. Oh, he does not want to come in the boat. He does not want to come in the boat. Oh, yeah. There we go, finally. Come here. Finally, a toad. Finally, a toad. Finally. Look at this big boy. There we go. That's the biggest one I've caught yet out here. See you, buddy. I'm tired. Not paddling today. Still got a good ways to go. Still have a solid 5 miles. And this wind is blowing, keeps switching around between being in my face and being in my back. Can't figure out what it wants to do. But it's been a fun paddle. So just cruising along, and just got permission from Cindy to take my time and have fun. So no rush to get done. So down there in front of me, that's the Birdsboro Bridge, I'm pretty certain. And on the map, it looks like off to my left here, there's a little cutout. And on the map, they call it the Tunnel of Love. So I'm about to see what the Tunnel of Love is about when I get there, if I find it. It snuck up on me. Now the water's pretty low, so I'm not sure I'm going to be good back here. But this is pretty cool. I bet there's some good fishing back in here. Whoa! On the Ned rig. Come here, little buddy. Come here. Calm down. Calm down. There you go. Little dude. Well, this is a bit of a problem. Tree fell, blocking my exit from the Tunnel of Love. Huh. So what do you do? Let's see if there's an easy way through. But this is one of those areas where, you know what, when you're in an inflatable, you might have to suck it up and go back. Let's see what happens through here. Huh. Well, that wasn't so bad. Got through the Tunnel of Love. Down tree. Here I am. There's Route 724. That's the road I'll take to get home. So I'm getting close to the end here, folks. Been a nice little paddle so far. Another one. There we go. Okay, buddy, you calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Calm down, I'm trying to get you out of here. I'm trying to get you out of here. Calm down. There you go. Kind of what I've been catching. 8 or 9 inches. See what I do? Yeah, it's hard to believe that I've gone almost 13 miles, and other than seeing a group of teenagers within the first couple hundred yards of my launch point, I haven't seen one other person out here all day today. It's just been a really quiet, laid back paddle. And it's been by far the best fishing day. I don't even know how many fish I caught, but it was fun. Mostly little dinks, 8 or 9 inches, but got that one pig that was pretty good. And I don't know if this will even show very well since the sun's at my back. But one of the things I've figured out is that I'm just about finished here. Probably a quarter mile from my exit point. And I'm about 6 hours and 15 minutes into this thing today for what's about 13 and a half, maybe 13 3/4 miles. So I'm really only averaging a little over 2 miles an hour, which is cool. I'm in no rush. But I guess I'm still planning on how like I was going in the early segments where I was doing 3.5 miles an hour. And now I'm down to 2.5. Probably because the water's slower and I'm fishing a lot more. So yeah, so that slows me up. So I just gotta allocate that and be realistic about how long it's going to take me to do these things. I mean, right now it's about 5:45 on Saturday, and I got on the water at about 11:15 this morning. So it's yeah, it's been a long day, but it's been awesome. I ain't complaining. I just got to plan a little bit better so I'm realistic about how long these paddles are going to take me, and you know, just to let the wife know how long I'm going to be and things of that nature. So we'll figure it out. I got another 50 or 60 miles to figure that out. Well, here's my takeout point. Union Meadows Park. I don't know if this is Douglasville or Birdsboro, whatever. But here I am. And another adventure down.
Just take that streetcar, let's go in uptown. Yeah, I like to hear some funky Dixieland and dance a honky tonk. And I'll be buying everybody drinks all around. Oh, Blackwater, keep on rolling. Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me? Oh, Blackwater, keep on rolling. Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me? Oh, Blackwater, keep on rolling. Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me?